All right, men. We're almost to Damascus. Let's stop ahead at this well and go over our plans for infiltrating the city. Since the righteous stoning of Stephen, we've been successful in rounding up these Jesus followers. But somehow, word has gotten out, and they've scattered like cockroaches into the light. If we want to be successful in bringing the light of the law to the city, we must be coordinated in our plan to stamp out this infestation.
Saul, I don't need to question your plan. I know you're in good standing with the Pharisees in Jerusalem. But what about the Damascus synagogue? What about the trouble that we might cause there if we encroach upon their authority? If we round up the Jews in their area?
I've already thought of that, and I've secured some support. I have a letter from the high priest in Jerusalem to the synagogue in Damascus, telling them who I am and what we're here for. If they even want to think about acting on their own, this letter will compel them to help us. They're fools if they don't see the danger in this new movement. I called those fugitives cockroaches, and that's just what they are. Hiding in the darkness and in the cracks, breeding unnoticed, only coming out at night to share their infestation and disease upon our land. For generations we've adhered to the law of the land, keeping ourselves pure and holy and spotless, even in spite of those pagans and Samaritan filth. The pollution of those false doctrines and idol worship have done enough damage on our religion. And now we're threatened even further by this so-called movement of the Messiah. He dined with sinners, tax collectors, and prostitutes. He treated the foreigners and women and children with dignity and respect, elevating their worth in the kingdom to that of us, those who follow the letter of the law. Idol worship. It distracts us from the one true God, and it usurps his authority. But this Jesus, he twisted the words of God and the prophets. He has substituted the letter of the law with an unholy gray that blurs the lines between what is clean and unclean. And now his followers, they go around daily preaching the same message.
Saul, I see how much you hate them, and as your loyal friend, I too will continue to hate them. I understand that you want us to gather up the women as well as the men, so that way our work will be complete. However, I struggle to understand why they deserve such fierce and bitter hatred.
Jacob, haven't you been listening? They are against everything we stand for. Their leader, this Jesus character, he claimed to be the Son of God, our God, the great I am, the one true God. Oh, and who'd think that the great Jehovah, that he would lower himself to being that of a mere mortal? This Jesus, he broke all sorts of religious laws. And all he had to say when he was challenged is, I came to fulfill the law. He said that he's the only way to salvation. He forgave sins. Jesus was killed not long ago. And now his followers say he has risen from the dead. It's a hoax. I know it is. But they are going around now, preaching, teaching, baptizing in his name. People are turning away from strictly following our laws. If we can't make them repent and stop, they will be eternally damned. It is our moral obligation and God-ordained mission to stop this movement and to rid the world of this heresy.
But sometimes I wonder, what if he really was the one?
The one what?
The one we've been waiting for. The Messiah.
How dare you even think that? Of course he wasn't the Messiah. He was a weak man, speaking blasphemy, crucified on a cross. Wouldn't we know if he was the true one? Our Messiah will come. He will overthrow the government. the Romans. He will be a king, not a lamb. Don't be ridiculous, Jacob. If he were truly the Son of God, he would have saved himself on the cross that day rather than die.
Saul, none of us doubt you. But have you ever met the man? Have you ever heard his teaching?
No, I never met him, but I heard what he did to our friends and brothers, the Pharisees and the Sadducees, how he humiliated them in the synagogues. I wish I had met him. Things probably would have been different if he challenged me. And then there was that whole temple fiasco, running out the sellers and the money changers. Is that the Messiah you're looking for? A man who makes fools of our learned men? A man who profanes the holiness of our temple? No, I never met him, but I will destroy his people. Ah! The light! My eyes! My eyes!
Saul, why are you persecuting me?
Who is that? Who are you?
I am Jesus, the one you're persecuting. Just as you've been blind to the knowledge of who I am, now you are blind to the world around you, so that with the restoration of your physical sight may come the vision to see the power I have over hate. Now get up and go into the city, and you'll be told what to do.